Awesome. So as y'all settle into your child's pose, take a moment to close your eyes. You're totally right, Kat. I don't see you. I trust that you're going to do the movements to the best of your abilities, and you know your body and you know how to modify. So chill when you need. We're starting in this pose so that you can remind yourself that this is your safe space. This is where you go anytime you need to chill out. Because as I already mentioned, hi Carrie, on this Monday, we're gonna have a little bit of fun so we can set the tone for the rest of our week and also for the rest of this month. As you press your forehead into the ground, start to just gently rock your head from side to side. The more pressure you put here on your mat with your forehead, the less tension you're gonna feel. And the more you rock from side to side, the more the sides of your neck are gonna open up. The next time you come up to the center, stop, and then reach your fingertips to the top of your mat just a little bit more. Feel your hips root down toward your heels, lengthening your spine and your arms at the same time. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, drop your stomach, your chest closer to the ground. And then as you inhale, push up into your tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, bring your knees underneath your hips, and then start moving your hips from side to side. You can even draw circles here with your body as a way to loosen up not your ankles, but your wrists, and feel your hips start to warm up a little bit. If you are drawing circles with your body, stop and then go in the opposite direction. Feel your knees dig into the ground. Always remind yourself that you have the support of your mat, the earth below you, underneath your body. Stop in the center here. You're back in your tabletop. Meet me in your cat pose. So round your back, tuck your tailbone, bring your chin into your chest, straighten out your arms. Inhale, drop your stomach for cow. Look up, lift your tailbone, lift your eyes, feel the front of your body open. Exhale, cat, round your back even more. Suck your stomach in. Press the tops of your feet into the ground, round your back, and then inhale, cow pose, drop your stomach. Beautiful movements. Look up a little bit higher, relax your shoulders, exhale, cat. And then do 2 more rounds here on your own. On your next inhale, whenever you're ready, meet me in your neutral tabletop. And then straighten out your right leg, dig your toes into the mat. Start to shift forwards and backwards to loosen up your ankle. Feel your hips warm up. Same thing as your wrists. And then the next time you shift forward, stop there and then lift your right foot up. Cross your right foot behind your left ankle. So your right foot's gonna go to the left side of your mat. Exactly, Anna. And then look past your left shoulders. You're gonna feel the right side of your body open. Dig your right toes into the ground. Keep your hips level to the floor. Look back just a little bit more. Engage your quads to deepen the stretch. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tap it. And then inhale, straighten out your leg. Bring it back to the left side of your mat. Dig your toes into the floor. Feel the right side of your body open. Exhale, right knee goes to your right elbow. Tap it. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Dig your toes into the ground. Open up the right side of your body. Release. Bring your right knee back to your right elbow. And then release by dropping your right knee down. Go to the left side. Dig your left toes into the floor. Shift forwards and backwards. Make the emphasis on the exhale while you drive your heel to the back. And then the next time you shift forward, stay there. And then lift up your left leg, point your toes. Bring your left foot to the right side of your mat. Now you're going to feel the left side of your body open. Keep your hips level to the ground. Look past your right shoulder, drive your left heel to the back of your mat. 3 more of those fun core planks. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Dig your toes into the mat, drive your heel back. Exhale, crunch. Left knee to left elbow. Awesome. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Dig your toes into the mat, deepen the stretch, look past your right shoulder. Exhale, crunch, knee to your elbow, and then drop your left knee down. Tuck your toes, and then as you exhale, straighten out your legs. Meet me in your downward dog. Straighten out your legs, open up your chest by bringing it closer to your thighs. Bend one knee at a time, swivel your hips from side to side. Spread your fingers wide, lift your hips a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, look forward, bend your knees, walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet all the way together, go into your halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms up, sit low for chair. Jen's excited, I know it. Reach your arms up, squeeze your thighs together, straighten out your arms, push your booty back. On your exhale, straighten out your legs, plant your hands down, drop your head. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands down, step back into your plank. From here, we'll chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows back, lower down all the way, or go into your low, high, or up dog. And then roll over your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Ground your heels as you exhale. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Bring your feet together. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, sit low for chair, lower than the first one. Get your thighs parallel to the ground, frame your ears with your biceps. Reach your fingertips up, sit low. Nice, Anna. Exhale, release, straighten out your legs, drop your head down. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step or jump back to chaturanga. When you chaturanga, keep your elbows in tight. Beautiful, Shay. You've got it, Amanda. Exhale, downward dog, roll over your toes. Exhale, ground your heels, downward dog. Final one, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, jump to the top, feet are together. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up, sit low for chair. Squeeze your thighs together even more. Go for the extension with your fingertips. Frame your ear with your biceps. I see you now, cat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sit lower. And then release, straighten out your legs, drop your head. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips, plant your hands down, step or jump back to chaturanga. You can also skip it. The choice is always yours, but I hope you're doing it because this is a warm up. Yes, downward dog, roll over your toes, lift your hips, ground your heels. Start walking your hands to the back of your mat. Bring your feet all the way together. Bend your knees just a little bit, then slowly roll up to come up to standing. This is your mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. Visualize your fingertips dropping down closer to the mat. Slightly open up your chest by squeezing your shoulder blades together. You want your chin parallel to the ground, muscles in your face completely relaxed. Bring your hands up to your heart and take a second here to set an intention for your practice. Who are you? Who do you want to be by the end of this 45-minute session? How do you hope to feel when it's all over? On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Look up towards your hands as you exhale. Swan dive your way down. Hinge at your hips. Go into your halfway lift. As you inhale, roll the weight to your toes. Engage your thighs. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Grab behind your calves. Press your chest into your thighs. Drop your head down. Feel your hips lift as your legs straighten, creating a tighter compression between your upper and your lower body. Drop your head down even more, pull a little bit harder, and then release the grip. Walk your hands to the top of your mat for downward dog. Take your feet a little bit farther apart, ground your heels, open up the backs of your legs. As you inhale, sweep up your right leg. Point your toes to the back of your mat and then bend your right knee. Feel the right side of your body open up. Drop your right shoulder. Point your knee up a little bit higher, then ground your left heel down to the mat. So you're opening up the right side of your body, your left side hamstring. As you release, step your right foot through. Turn to face the left side of your mat to meet me in your side lunge. So you're gonna rest your right hip on your heel. Take your hands to the inside of your legs. Start walking your hands away from your body. Your wrists are gonna be in line with your shoulders. The farther away you bring your hands from your body, and the more you push your hips back towards the right side of your mat, the more your spine is gonna lengthen, your hips are gonna open up. Drop your head down, tuck your chin into your chest. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. And then release by walking your hands in. Then pivot to face the top of your mat. Meet me in your crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. We're gonna do some balancing fun today. Take a moment here to bend your right knee, drive your left heel back. Keep your right foot planted into the ground. Meet me in your balancing warrior 3. For now, just bring your hands up to your heart. Lift your left foot off of the ground. If you're practicing on grass or carpet, it's gonna be hard. You can always modify by resting your hands down on your mat. Awesome. Keep your spine long, extend the crown of your head to the top of your mat, point your left toes in opposite directions. Release here by dropping your hands down, and then tuck your chin into your chest, curl in, so bring your left knee into your forehead. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Exhale, curl in, pull your belly into your spine, around your back, dig your right heel into the floor. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale, curl in, dig your right heel into the floor, open up the backside of your body, and then release into your pyramid. Dig your left heel into the ground. Both legs are straight. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Work on your hip alignment here. So get your hips level to the ground. I'm gonna come out of it so I can watch you. Really good, Amanda. You too, Shay. Both of y'all bend your elbows back. You too, Carrie. Exactly. Drop your head down all the way. Every single one of you. Feel the back of your neck open up. Looks so good. Now notice what happens as you dig both heels into the ground and engage your quads. Hamstrings are firing up. Take a deep breath in and then release by slightly bending your right knee. Step your left foot forward so that your feet are all the way together. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Meet me in your chair. Sit really low. Squeeze your thighs together. Sweep your arms up. This is where we have fun. As you exhale, swing your arms back and lift your heels at the same time. Drop your hips. Inhale, sweep up, drop your heels. Exhale, swing your arms back and lift your heels up. Sit lower. Inhale, drop your heels, energize your hands up. Exhale, sweep back, lift your heels, sit lower for 3, 2, 1, release. Straighten out your legs, drop your heels, drop your head down, bend one knee at a time. Shake it out. Then toe heel your feet all the way apart from Malasana. Drop your hips, bend your knees, stack them over your ankles. Feel your hips open up as you dig your elbows into your thighs. Bring your chest to the top of your mat, extend through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in, you've got it, Anna, beautiful form. On your exhale, plant your hands down, straighten out your legs. Wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. So fingertips are pointing to the back of your mat. Use the grip between your fingertips and the ground as your traction to find a deeper stretch for your hamstrings and your spine. Work the crown of your head down to the floor a little bit more. And then release. Walk your hands back forward, step back into your plank. From here, you're gonna drop down into your forearm plank. Rest your elbows on the ground and interlock all 10 fingers. So just as you go into this shape, everyone's got it. Dig your elbows into the ground, keep your feet hip-width distance apart. With your fingers interlocked, press the outsides of your hands into the ground. Keep your neck in line with your spine. You can stay here like this, or if you want more, you're gonna walk your toes forward to go into your dolphin. So you're gonna start working your core a little bit more and building upper body strength. Inhale, walk your toes back. You're in your plank. Level your hips to the ground and keep them in line with your shoulders. Nice control. Exhale, walk them back forward. So toes are gonna walk up, dig your heels into your toes into the ground. Bring your feet as close to your elbows as you can to deepen the stretch while working your core. Inhale, walk them back. You only have one more. You're in your plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Feel your hips elevate, your hamstring stretch, your core strengthen. And then release by straightening out your arms. You're in your downward dog. Awesome. On your inhale, lift up your left toes. Keep your hips square to the ground, then bend your left knee. Open up the left side of your body. Drop your left shoulder. Point your knee up a little bit higher. And then as you release, step your left foot through. And then meet me in your crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up, bend your left knee a lot. Open up your chest. Feel your right side hip flexors open. Straighten out your right leg even more, maybe bounce it out. And then release by facing the right side of your mat. Go into your side lunge. Rest your hips on your left heel. Hands are gonna go in between your legs. Start walking your hands away from your body. So just like you did on the other side, this time your right leg is gonna stay straight. As you dig your right heel into the ground, lift your toes up towards the ceiling. Feel that deep connection between your heel and the mat. Press your hands into the floor. Feel your chest melt down. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Release by bringing your hands back in toward your body. Pivot to face the top of your mat. And then meet me in your warrior 3 modified. Dig your left foot into the floor. Lift your right foot up. Keep the sole of your right foot parallel to the ground. You've got those crunches again. Curl in, exhale. Dig your left heel into the floor. Bring your right knee into your forehead. Inhale, straighten out your leg, point your toes. Exhale, curl in. Belly button pulls into your spine, around your back. Inhale, straighten and extend. Final one. Exhale, curl in around your spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, release. And then go into your pyramid. Drop your right foot down. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Plant your hands down. Start bending your elbows back to bring your chest closer to your left thigh. Press the back of your neck, lengthen the back of your neck by bringing your chin into your chest. And like we did on the other side, engage both sets of your quads. Dig your right heel into the floor. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Release by shifting forward. Bring your feet all the way together. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, set low for chair. No shenanigans here, just a really low C. You can do it, squeeze your thighs together. My legs are burning too, but this is how we get strong. Beautiful carrying cat. Take a deep breath in, sit lower, Jen. Excellent for 3, 2, 1. Release, straighten out your legs. Drop your head down, bend one knee at a time. Drop down to your knees. Take a quick child's pose, either with your knees apart or all the way together. My lower back is feeling super tight today, so I'm gonna go for this. Thighs together. If that's what you're going for too, make sure that you're walking your arms to the back of your mat. You're allowing your lower back to open by visualizing your hips inching closer to your heels. Stay for 1 slow round of breath. Exhale to clear out your lungs. Release by placing your hands under your shoulders. Push up into your tabletop. And then tuck your toes, go into your downward dog, straighten out your legs. We're gonna go into some slower holds now. As you inhale, lift up your right leg. You're gonna stay in your 3-legged dog like this, drive your left heel down, point your right toes up. Now as you spread your fingertips wide, go for the extension with your right leg, drop your right hip down, everyone. And then as you inhale, drop your right leg down, tap the ground with the top of your right foot. Exhale, slowly bring your right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Hold it, squeeze. Inhale, drop it slower than you want. Exhale for 3, come up in 2, 1. Hold it there. Inhale, release slower than you want to go. This is your final one. Re-engage your left side quads. Dig your left heel into the ground. Exhale, come up in 3, 2, 1. Release. Step your foot through. And then go back into your side lunge. Bend your right knee. Rest your hip on your heel. This time you're going to open up your chest. We've done so many forward folds. Now as you open up the front of your body, allow your hips to root on your heel. Hands are going to come up to your heart. Keep your spine long. If you're feeling wobbly like me, do what you need to do. You can modify. Beautiful. You've got it. Great focus, Amanda. Gorgeous, Anna. Release. Straighten out both of your legs. Wide leg forward fold, facing the left side of your mat. Roll the weight to your toes even more. Engage your thighs. And then release by bending both of your knees just a little. Pivot to face the top of your mat. Funky transition. You're going to pivot, face the right side of your mat. You're going into cow face pose. So both knees are bent. I'm going to turn so that you can see what this looks like. Both knees are bent. And both of your toes are pointed. Yes, but you're facing the opposite direction. Well, you guys are facing right. I'm just facing in the opposite direction so that you can see. Awesome. Feel your hips root down. Start shifting the weight forward. So roll the weight onto your knees. You're going to feel this in your right side hip because your right knee is stacked over the left. Point your toes even more to deepen the stretch. Hinge at your hips so that your chest rests on your right thigh. Drop your head down. Release by lifting your upper body. Sweep your arms up. As you exhale, swing your left arm underneath your right. Lift your elbows up. And then as you exhale, hinge. This time, get your elbows to dig into your right knee. Puff up your upper back. Tuck your tailbone under. Keep on pointing your toes. Release. Lift your upper body. Sweep your arms back up. Place your hands down onto the ground and then untwist. Go back into your pyramid. You're facing the top of your mat. Keep your left heel on the ground, your right leg super straight. Engage both sets of your quads. And then release by stepping your left foot to the left. Step your right foot back into downward dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, ground your heels. We're going to do the same movement on the left side now. So a super slow count up with your left leg sweeping. So point your left toes. Exhale, come up in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, drop it slower than you want. Keep your right heel digging into the floor. 2 more. Exhale, come up in 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Inhale, drop it slower than you think you need to. Always moving with control. Good work. Last one. Exhale. Come up in 3, 2, 1. Release by bringing the left knee into your chest. Step it through. Go into your side lunge. Bend your left knee. Rest your hips on your heel. And then now you go into your balance. Straighten out your right leg. Do your heel into the floor. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Bring your hands up to your heart. Take a second here. Connect to your breath. Engage your right side quads. Feel your hips root. Gorgeous. Drop your hands down. Straighten out both of your legs. From here, hinge at your hips. Interlock all 10 fingers. Drive your knuckles up. Extend the crown of your head down to the floor. Open up your chest by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Release by dropping your hands down. Bend both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. And then now you're going into cow face pose again, facing the left side of your mat. Now I'm going to see all of your backs. Good. All right, now your left side hip is gonna open up a little bit more. Try to stack your knees over each other. Point your toes. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Allow your chest to melt onto your left thigh. As you do this, left side hip is opening. Continue to point your toes. Hands should be underneath your shoulders. If you want, you can start walking your hands a little bit farther away from your body. The main purpose, though, is feeling your hips open. Next most important thing is feeling your spine lengthen. Release, walk your hands closer to your body, stack your shoulders over your hips. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, swing your right arm underneath your left. Take your elbows up first. Open up the backside of your body. And then as you exhale, curl in so that your elbows dig into your left kneecap. Round your back. Visualize your shoulder blades peeling apart. Tuck your tailbone under. And then release. Lift your chest. Sweep your arms up. And then as you plant your hands down to the top of your mat, go back into your pyramid. Left leg is in front of you, right leg is back. Both legs are straight. Hinge at your hips. Hemis overload, right? After this, we're slowing things down. Dig both of your heels into the ground, engage your quads. Tuck your chin into your chest. And then release by bending both of your knees. Drop down to your tabletop, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Shift from side to side, just to loosen up your hips a little bit more. Drop your head down. Feel the back of your neck open up. If you need water, now is a good time. We're gonna go from here into our final postures, or final flow, and then our final stretches. All right, from here, straighten out your right leg. Point your toes, extend it to the back of the room. On your exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Walk your left toes back. Keep your arms straight here. So rather than dropping down to your elbows, arms are gonna stay straight, wrists are underneath your shoulders. Puff up the front of your body. So bring your heart to the top of your mat. This way your hips open up a little bit more. To take it even further, roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. Start looking up towards the ceiling. Bring your right knee farther away from your midline. Now place your right hand on your right knee. Push it away from your midline. Look past your right shoulder. Keep your spine super long. Open up your chest. Feel your hips, your lower back open. Release. Toe heel your right foot all the way to the left side of your mat for pigeon. Keep your right knee bent. Walk your left toes back just a little bit more. Feel your hips root. Your crown of your head is extending up to the ceiling. This time you do get to fall into your sleeping pigeon. So as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Keep your shoulders level to the ground. Connect to your breath. You will be here for a short while, so allow the earth below you to support you. Tuck your chin into your chest, and while you go into this shape, I'm going to go into a little bit of story time. I was just talking about allowing the earth below you to support you. So yesterday, I went on my first ever snow hike, which I've never done before, hence first ever. And it was so beautiful. You might think that this is going to be a lesson on the importance of being present and knowing your surroundings, but it's not. It's about being grateful for knowing what you are being supported by. Because when you're walking in snow, you never really know what you're going to get. So literally, like every other step I took, I thought, am I going to sink in? Am I going to get swallowed up by the ground right now? And every step was like that. So as I talk about having the support of the ground below you, I hope you know how lucky we are right now to have the support. In using the support, you can roll your left hip down a little bit more to open up the right side of your body. Stay for one more round of breath. Release. I hope you like my story time. Straighten out your arms, tuck your left toes. As you exhale, lift your hips, and then kick your right foot back. You're in your plank. Drop your knees down, go back to tabletop. Sway your hips from side to side. Drop your head down, open up the back of your neck. Stop in the center. Straighten out your left leg, point your toes. And then as you exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, walk your right knee back. Keep your arms straight. So just like you did on the other side, this is mostly for your right side hip flexors. Rock from side to side. Keep your arms straight, bring your chest forward. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot. Another story time while we're here. My intention today was to work you into some hands, not handstands, but headstands, which is why we did dolphins. But I started to feel really sore, and I was like, if I can't talk them through these dolphins, I don't know if I can talk them through headstands today. So with that said, Wednesday is going to be our day. Bring your knee a little bit farther away from your midline. Continue to bring your heart forward. Now bring your left hand onto your left knee. Push it away. Open up your chest, twist your spine, feel your hips drop. Look past your left shoulder even more. Keep your right hand rooted. Open up your chest. Release. Drop your left hand down. Toe heel your left foot to the right side of your mat for pigeon. Continue to flex your left toes. Walk your right foot back. Hinge at your hips. Melt your elbows down to the ground. Back of your neck is opening. Your spine is long. Your hips are super rooted. Go back to the thoughts of being in the cold, the uncertainty of walking in snow, and knowing that you have the luxury of solid ground, your trusty mat underneath your body. Take a deep breath in. Allow your exhale to sigh it out. One more round. Exhale, let it go. On your inhale, open up your chest. Roll the weight to your left side hip. And then find yourself in your seat with your hips rooted down. Bring your feet in front of you. Start flexing your toes. Your feet are going to be about hip width distance apart. Stomp onto the palms of your hands so that your toes are right where your wrists are. And it's kind of like you're grabbing onto the tops of your feet. Perfect. Start rounding your spine. Bring your chin into your chest. Put more pressure on your hands with your feet to feel your spine lengthen even more. This should feel especially good on your lower back and that space right in between your shoulders. Tuck your chin into your chest a little bit more. And then release. Roll all the way down onto your backs. As you do this, bring both of your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Cactus out your arms. Open up your chest to the ceiling. As you rock from side to side, feel your obliques strengthen, but also warm up. Next time you're on the center, drop your left foot down, straighten out your right leg, point your toes, your arms are still cactus out. As you inhale, drop your right foot down to a hover. Keep your toes pointed to stretch the top of your foot. Your right heel is hovering off of the ground. As you exhale, lift your right ankle up so it's in line with your hip. Lower back is rooted down. Pull your belly into your spine. Inhale, drop your foot down. Make sure your lower back doesn't lift when you bring it down to a hover. Exhale, come all the way back up. Ankle lines up with your hip. Inhale, drop it down. Pull your belly button into your spine. And then release by bending your right knee. Rest your right foot on the floor. Straighten out your left leg. Point your toes. Same movement here. Inhale, drop your foot. Keep your toes pointed. Your ankle is going to hover off of the ground. Exhale, lift your foot. Stack your ankle over your hip. Two more. Inhale, drop. Engage your quads. Feel the front of your legs strengthen. Exhale, come all the way back up. Final one. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift, and then bend your left knee. Hands are going to come down both sides of your body for bridge. Slightly tuck your chin into your chest. And then on your inhale, lift your hips off of the ground. This should feel really good. We did a lot of forward folds today. So now we're going to reverse those movements. Start walking your shoulder blades closer in. This way you can open up the front of your body, Keep your knees over your ankles. Lift your hips by squeezing your glutes. And then release. As you bring your hips down, allow your knees to point up. Just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Keep your arms cactus out. Release by lifting your feet off of the ground. Meet me in your happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Rock from side to side. Guide your knees closer to the floor. Pull hard. Send love to your inner thighs, your hips. Press the back of your neck into the ground. You're all doing great. From here, squeeze your thighs together. Allow your shins to become parallel to the ceiling. Stack your knees over your hips. Now you're just going to press onto your thighs. Round your lower back so that you can pull your belly button into your spine. And as you put more pressure on your thighs with your hands, feel your core start to quiver. If it's not, lift your shoulder blades off of the ground a little bit more. Perfect. Keep that connection between your hands and your thighs. As you exhale, drive your heels up to the ceiling. Inhale, bend your knees. Keep your thighs connected. Exhale, drive your heels up, squeeze your thighs. Lower back is rooted. Inhale, bend your knees. Lift your shoulder blades a little bit higher. Final one. Exhale, drive your heels up. Strengthen your legs by engaging your thighs. Lift your shoulder blades higher off of the mat. And then release, drop your head down, go back into your happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Rock from side to side. Then press the soles of your feet together. Splay your knees apart. The final thing I'm going to have you do is plop your feet down. We're going into your final spine twist. Drop your feet down. Knees are going to point up. Again, your feet are hip width distance apart. Cactus out your arms. Drop your knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. We haven't done this spine twist in a while. As you turn your head to the left, open up the right side of your neck. Then lift your right foot off of the mat. Put pressure on your knee with your right ankle to feel the left side of your body open. We did lots of side body openers today. The openers are also strengtheners. So as you worked one side, the other side was stretching, and then vice versa. Put more pressure on your knee with your right ankle. Turn your head a little bit more. Open up the right side of your neck. Dig your left elbow into the mat to open up your chest. And then release. Unhook your foot. Point your knees up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, drop your knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. Cactus out your arms. And then now lift your left foot off of the mat. Rest your left ankle on your right knee. The more pressure you put, the better. The more you open up the right side of your body, the more your hips are going to feel stretched. The more grateful you should be for all the movements that you can do. Stay for one more cycle of breath. Release. Unhook your foot. Point your knees up. And then from here, straighten out your legs. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Savasana is coming a little earlier today. When you come out of it, I'm going to take us through a couple more stretches. But for now, stay here with your shoulder blades rooted down. With this support, you're feeling the front of your body open. So your chest is fully expanded. Your shoulder blades are completely supported. Take a deep breath in. Your exhale is sighing you out. Think of nothing but your breath, the quality of your breath. And I'm going to give you some homework. Anytime you're away and you're out and about, next time you're spending time with somebody, notice how they're breathing. And notice how your breath work, your breathing pattern is different compared to theirs. You've been doing yoga for a long time. The way that you breathe, you already know influences the way that you feel. So I say all that to say, know your power. Take care of yourself. Start bringing movement back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Rock the head from side to side. Extend your arms up and over your head. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. And then pull your left hand to the right side of your mat. Create a half moon shape with your body. Your hips, your shoulders are rooted down. Open up the front of your body to the ceiling. Release, come back to the center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Pull hard. Then take your arms to the left side. Same thing as your feet. Create that half moon shape. Or the blue moon shape. Deep breath in. Exhale, just roll onto your left side body. Use your left bicep as a pillow. Connect to your breath deeply. On your seat, crisscross applesauce. Your hips are rooted. If you want to stay in your final savasana longer, that's also good too. I 100% support it. With your hands on your knees, your palms are up. Relax your face. Bring your hands up to your heart to feel and acknowledge your heartbeat. What I told you was going to be a faster class ended up being a super slow flow. And I hope that through the rest of your day, your body feels it. And I hope through the rest of your day, you are grateful for the support, not just below you, but the support of this yoga community virtually, and my support and energy everywhere I am. You are all in my heart. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my grateful heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you, my sweetest friends. Happy day. I hope you're not disappointed in the bamboozle. I was like, hey, everyone, we're